This week on LandLeader Television.
We are the leaders of the land. Land is what we live on. It can be explored, built upon, and cultivated. Land holds our wildlife, crops and livestock, and the homes in which we live. It provides a resource for your family. It's what our forefathers settled and our brave fight to protect. It asks that you respect it, keep it free, and put back what you have taken. At times, it's purchased, sold, and traded, and it's passed on from generation to generation. So it's our duty as land brokers to be champions of conservation, habitat management, and ownership. We possess a deep love for our land and respect for all it provides. We are LandLeader.
This episode of LandLeader TV is brought to you by Plotmaster, Gunwerks, Mahindra, MapRight, Rabobank, Tecumate Seed.
Hi, I'm Jon Kohler. I'm a real estate broker here in North Florida, South Georgia. We sell high-quality plantations, recreational property, and land and ranches across 3 or 4 states. This is our 25th year. I was in real estate school at Florida State University in my 3rd year of school. We had a great professor, one of the professors that all the kids loved, and he told us about a real life story of 2 plantations selling, 2 plantation brokers, and I said, well, I didn't know what a plantation broker was, but it sounded like a great lifestyle, great gig. And that was the epiphany from that day on. That's what I wanted to specialize in is plantation sales. What we do that's differently was we're very passionate about land. One of the earliest memories of my childhood is my dad had bought the family a property in the Gulf of Mexico. We still have in our family today, 40 plus years later, Blue Creek Coastal Preserve. And he taught us about stewardship, land values, taking care of property from a biblical worldview. And that was one of my earliest memories, looking at the longleaf pines, trying to create more wildlife, more uses, more fisheries, etc. And that really became a passion of mine. We have the 300,000 acres of Red Hills, and there's the Alabama Belt, the South Carolina Belt, Albany. But there's a fringe group of properties outside that aren't quite the plantations, but are very good properties in themselves. And one of the things we also specialize in is showing the higher and better use of some of those other properties. For instance, can a property be converted from industrial timberland to perhaps back into cattle production? Or can we put center pivots on it and maybe put that back into agricultural production? Every time that happens, there's a net gain as we jump asset classes. And that's another really neat niche that we really specialize in. It's easy for me to represent these kind of properties because we live this passion every day. There's nothing I love better than going out there and finding a property, showing why the intrinsic value, the history, why the property is different, rare, unique, and really what gets me excited is showing why someone that's been a great land steward should be rewarded and the generations down to come and other people should continue the stewardship practices.
This segment of LandLeader TV is brought to you by Jon Kohler Associates.
Land is where it all begins. From farmland and working cattle ranches to hunting properties and recreational retreats. We aren't your typical real estate agents. We choose boots over dress shoes and trucks over sports cars any day. We hunt, fish, raise cattle, and grow crops. We understand land.
The Mahindra Red Tag Sale means it's time to gear up for special savings, like 0 interest for up to 84 months, or up to $7,200 in cash back and savings. So take home the toughest tractor on earth with the industry's best 7-year warranty and leave your neighbor green with envy. Work smarter, not harder, with the world's #1 selling tractor, Mahindra.
Now's a great time to buy your next farm, ranch, or recreational property. The premier broker members of LandLeader represent the finest properties available on the market today, from working cattle ranches to income-producing farm ground, equestrian facilities and agricultural land to sporting properties and land rich with mineral rights. Let the LandLeader network help you find your next piece of land. Tour thousands of properties for sale online at landleader.com.
The segment of LandLeader TV is brought to you by Hayden Outdoors. The segment of LandLeader TV is brought to you by Hayden Outdoors.
Hi, I'm John Francis. I'm president and co-owner of Francis Livestock Company. We're located between Cheyenne and Laramie, Wyoming, a little closer to Cheyenne. We're listing our ranch of 13,000 acres for sale. We have really good irrigation water rights on this ranch. Top priority, anything that comes our way we can take. There can't be a call on our water from someone downstream, so that really helps us out a lot. And we've got several ponds and an irrigation reservoir. The ponds have ducks on them where you can go duck hunting. We've got one lake that's right up, the backdrop of it is a nice hogback mountain, just beautiful scenery there. And then there's the cattle watering systems. We have set up with about 10 miles of pipelines and 20 water tanks so that every pasture on the place has water just about any time you would need it. We're here in the northwest corner of the property. It's a place we call the lake pasture. For obvious reasons, we have a lake. We really like this pasture in particular because of the scenery and the water. In fact, before we got married, my wife and I used to come up here and have what we call ranch cocktails. Bring a bottle of wine and some shrimp and some cocktail sauce, and then she married me, so it worked. Well, this place really has everything that you need for a ranching operation. Like I said, the water is set up for it, the cattle water. The whole place is contiguous. It's got a major state highway going through it or past it, serviced by a county road that goes right through it. Got power to quite a few places of the ranch. It's got a great modern shop, a good modernized house, outbuildings. I think we've got it all. Being close to the bigger towns, Cheyenne and Laramie, I think is kind of nice. We're not right next to them, so you're not bothered by them if you don't like big cities, but they're here, they're convenient. Can't forget the daddy of them all, Cheyenne Frontier Days, is 15 miles away. I challenge you to find a better place in Wyoming or their surrounding area than this for cattle. It also has some recreational opportunities, and it's been good since 1905.
Tecumate Seeds grows big bucks.
Work hard, play hard. Register to win this Mahindra XTV or Plotmaster today in the LandLeader sweepstakes. Just visit landleader.com and register to win a Mahindra XTV 750C side-by-side or a rugged Plotmaster Hunter 400 all-in-one ultimate plot planting machine. Visit landleader.com/win today to be the grand prize winner.
Looking to sell your ranch or farm? Visit landleader.com to learn about our exclusive network of the best farm and ranch brokers across the country. LandLeader member brokers are the leaders in their areas, representing the finest properties and providing their clients with the most property marketing in the nation. From ranches and farms to sporting properties and vacant land, we're the largest land marketing company in America. Give us a call or visit landleader.com today.
This segment of LandLeader TV is brought to you by Timberland Realty.
Welcome to J&J Farms of New York. My name is Jim Tagliarini, and I've had the honor over the last 18 years to manage and maintain this wonderful environment which we know as J&J Farms. Over the years we've enjoyed family reunions, family get-togethers for holidays, hunting trips, fishing trips, vacations, stream walks, many activities that bring the family closer and closer together. And the story is a working story. It's a story of 18 years of hard work to make this a special environment. We started with the wetlands, identified all the low spots, all the irrigation opportunities that we found across the property. We went to the state, went to the county, and the county worked very close, and the state worked close with us, and put 17 ponds on the property from the sizes of 35 acres to 1 acre ponds. So once those environments were put in place, we benefited by county and state funding because we're on the flyover zone for wildlife, ducks and geese. And the flyover zone enabled us to not only build each one of these ponds, but build an environment around the ponds that are conducive to flyover and waterfowl. Over the years, putting flowers across the property enabled the birds to grow and come of all different shapes and sizes and enjoy and have a good life. So anytime it's an adventure taking a walk, if you enjoy seeing all the birds and their life out in the wilderness. After the wildflowers, we started focusing on the grass themselves that cross the property. We have rye grasses and all the seeds that were recommended by the county, and each one of the fields were cut 3 to 5 times and reseeded. And what you see in the film today is the progress of 18 years of trying to make the environment a food-rich environment for the wildlife. Overall, my family have become closer. The family reunions, the get-together, the stories, the excitement. This table has enjoyed many dinners and breakfasts and lunch with stories that shape our lives. It's been a wonderful experience. I've done my best to keep this environment and improve the environment. And I think when you look through the footage here, you'll see the quality of land. And we have 17 ponds, as I mentioned earlier, just about 50 miles of roads, over 70 tree houses or tree stands across the property, and many spots where you could sit on a bench comfortably and look across and see the sunset or the sunrise. The property is made up of just about 1,000 acres. It's 1,000 acres that's very usable by eliminating the wet spots by the pond creation. by creating roads and paths throughout the property. Snowmobiling becomes really enjoyable during the winter time, and ice skating. So each pond has its goals. Some of our ponds have been stocked with fish for years and have largemouth bass and smallmouth bass and crappie, and other ponds are just for bait, just for the environment of turtles and frogs and newts and salamanders, and all this environmental special gives you a day out that's unique every time you step out in the woods.
LandLeader TV is brought to you by Mahindra. Haul more, tow more, go more. Gunwerks, 1,400 yards right out of the box. Plotmaster, the ultimate plot planning machine. LandLeader, the largest land marketing company in America. Rabo AgriFinance, access to finance, knowledge, and networks. MapRight, mapping made simple. Tech Amati Seed, the big buck professionals. If you want a quick and easy way to manage your property, check out Plotmaster's line of ATV and tractor implements. These all-in-one planting machines are perfect for the farm ranches and hunting properties. His new Versa Seeder allows you to plant all types of seed, including grass seed and hard-to-plant seed plants. Plotmaster patented designs allow you to disc plow plant cover and cultipack all at the same time, thus saving you valuable time, money, and effort. Call 888-MAX-GAIN today or visit www.plotmaster.com for more Plotmaster's complete line of land management products.
Are you experienced in farming, ranching, or recreational properties? Do you have a passion for the outdoors? Are you seeking a profession in real estate and land sales? If so, LandLeader is growing our team of real estate brokers and agent members across the country. We offer a strong network, excellent property marketing support, real estate training, and national affiliation of land brokerages that is second to none. For more information on becoming a member of LandLeader, visit us at landleader.com.
I was able to retire very early in my life, and I always wanted 1,000 acres. Now that might sound a little greedy, but it was a dream. We've hunted our whole life. I've hunted with my grandfather, I've hunted with my father, I've hunted with my brothers, and now I hunt with my nieces and nephews and my own children. Hunting has kept us together. The preparation for the hunt, the waking up in the morning and having breakfast, and then telling the stories at the end of the day gives the children a reason to be excited to be with the family. So wanting 1,000 acres and obtaining 1,000 acres is a different story. I went out and decided on this region because I hunted in the Adirondacks for a long time, and it was a different hunt. And once you come to Steuben County, you'll know why right away. It's the #1 wildlife county and deer county in the state of New York. My family is a very close family. Having all the children and living in New Jersey, coming to New York was always special. Going to the farm, we call it, going to J&J. We've labeled J&J on our clothing. It's stamped proudly on our life, and we have been proud tutors of this property. Each one of the children, when they come up, they show respect, and then that respect carries on to their personal life. You know, when we started, we wanted to be comfortable. Our wives, some of the children, they wanted a nice vacation home. We started building the Octagon. The Octagon's a house on the top of the mountain. It's my house. I'm proud of the Octagon. It looks over a over 30-acre pond that we built. The pond is a special pond. It has many bass and many types of fish in it, but the fly over with the ducks and the geese and seeing the beavers in their natural habitat over the years has been a joy from the Octagon. So that was the first building we built, so we when we built the octagon, it gave us a place to stay so we can build the other 4 homes. The lodge was the second one. This is the lodge we're in right now. If you notice, it's a great place to have dinner, to have drinks, to play cards. The entire lodge was made up so that each brother had their own room. Each room is represented by what they have accomplished in their hunting experience, fishing experience, and some with their lifelong objectives mounted proudly on their wall. So this lodge has 7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and is a wonderful place to be the focal point of the family reunion of the parties. The last was our butcher shop. We created a butcher shop which also has a loft. And the butcher shop is a terrible name for some people, so sometimes we call it the tool shed. But it is a butcher shop. It handles all of the animals that we process. We process all the animals ourselves, and we feed the community because we do very well. And it's been an active program, both in where we live in New Jersey by venison dinners and here by people in need. By doing these activities, the children appreciate the hunt because they know they're going to feed a family or know they're going to feed a community, and it changes and gives them an additional focus in their life so they're not spending time on video games. You'll see there's very few video games here because we can do real action, as I tell the children all the time. The last area was the pavilion. The pavilion, we said, when winter comes, it's difficult to get to house sometimes, so what's the best way to do that? It's to build a bridge. We built a bridge to the houses down here. They're connected by a walkway that is covered. By covering the walkway, we can go from house to house and everybody can be here no matter what the weather is. The pavilion is I believe, 70 feet by 50 or 45 feet, and it's screened in. It's by the pool. There are 4 toilets. And 2 showers by the pool. So when we have our reunions, we have our corporate visits, we have our holidays during the summer, we're active in the pool. All the bathrooms and the barbecues and the kitchen appliances are in the pavilion, so you can have a meal there. And that's where you spend your day, many days when it's sunny. In the beginning, when we first moved here and started building the ponds, the state helped us pick the right fish. And mostly we put in crappie, largemouth bass, and a lot of bait fish. So we decided, with help from the state and the county, to designate some ponds just as bait ponds and some ponds as bass or fishing ponds. The children love going to the bass pond. The one bass pond is terrific, and everybody tells you a fishing story, but literally almost every cast you make, you bring in a small or a large mouth bass. The children, they get so excited to go fishing. Sometimes they use night crawlers, sometimes they use lures. And when they're really young, and I've been here for 18 years, so some of the children were not born at the time, and some were 1 or 2 or 3. Now they're men and women. But to see young children get their first fish, and to see their excitement, and to take the pictures with them, we have a whole collage of memories, and they'll always remember fishing in the pond, which they call the bass pond. The big pond, we go out in canoes, we go out in electric boats. We've never put a gas engine in any of the ponds. And when we're out in the canoes or the kayaks, the kids enjoy it because the action is nonstop. So bringing in 42 crappies out of the one pond in an hour is a regular event. Bringing 20 or 30 bass in an hour is a regular event in some of the ponds. J&J Farms is a special place. It brings memories, it brings families closer together. It's accomplished what I wanted it to accomplish, and it can be the same goal and objectives for someone who's taken over the property. They can come here, enjoy the same life I've enjoyed, raise their family, enjoy the safe hunting experience, safe fishing experience, safe snowmobiling and ice skating experience, because we've engineered the property with safety and family in mind. So I welcome you to add your footprint, and I look forward to some of your stories that you're going to have as you enjoy the adventure that we've created here at J&J Farms.